Jeremy Sockman back again with a look at something off the beaten path this time. It's Mandy starring Nicolas Cage, and it's a real humdinger, folks. It's strange and it's surreal, but it's also a movie with a message. So let's take a look. Mandy is the story of one man's breakdown when his long-suffering wife decides to leave him to join a rock singer's religious cult. Mandy's life is boring. While her husband Red goes off and lives the glamorous life of a lumberjack, she's left to read trashy sci-fi novels and work at a convenience store in the middle of nowhere. Walking home one day, she meets Jeremiah passing in the road. He falls instantly in love, and she sees a way out to live a new life away from the drudgery of being a housewife. Jeremiah's group of friends have got drugs, sister wives, great tunes, and all the free love she can handle. Mandy's so happy she can hardly contain herself. She's almost delirious with joy. But Red isn't going to accept her just walking out like that, and no amount of beatings and handcuffing will get through his skull that she's gone. So Jeremiah figures that maybe one really big metaphorical gesture is just what the doctor ordered. So him and his pals decide to burn Red and Mandy's marriage sleeping bag to convince him it's over. But little did they know that just pushes him over the edge. Red goes to meet Carruthers, played by Bill Predator Duke, to get his hunting gear. He warns him about a group of biker drug addicts, but Red isn't into helping them reform. He wants revenge, so he hunts them down one by one. Only he's a little clumsy. First he crashes his van and gets captured, but he manages to escape and uses some box cutters in the most dangerous way you can imagine. The warning label explicitly says not to do that, Red. Sampling some of their great drugs, he really loses it. Now he plays the hunter, shooting the bikers with arrows, engaging in a chainsaw fight that's really unfair to the other guy since Red was a lumberjack and obviously trained in their proper use. But see, he's really over the edge now. He goes on a rampage and crushes the head of poor Jeremiah. Yikes, talk about overkill. He was offering to help you get off drugs, Red. So still high off his gourd, he burns the church down and drives home. Wouldn't you know it? Spoiler alert, it was all a drug hallucination the whole time. He was just tripping balls worried about what would happen if he ever lost his best girl. Thankfully, he learned a valuable lesson. Maybe now you'll treat her better, Red. Mandy was quite an experience. For one thing, someone sure loves the red lights in slow-mo. Look, we get it. Stuff looks cool when you slow it down, and red is the color of passion, or so they say. But let's not overdo it, guys. It's called a color wheel for a reason. How about some nice blues or greens? Also, some of this movie was a little far-fetched. Are we to accept that lumberjacks are also expert battle axe forgers? Come on! But the real problem with Mandy was the moral. The anti-drug message was just a little too heavy-handed. We get it. Drugs will turn you into a murderous psycho. They've been kicking this stuff around since reefer madness. We're supposed to be a little more enlightened these days. How about talking about addiction as a disease or offering some societal solutions? Instead, we get the same old crazy hallucinations and over-the-top violence they always peddle. Look, Nicolas Cage, I get that you're probably court-ordered to do some community service work, but next time, how about keeping that stuff off the screen, okay? So in the end, Mandy just wasn't the movie I was looking for. I prefer my metaphors a little less on the nose. Ever heard of subtlety, Mr. Cage? I'm Jeremy Sockman, and I'm giving the Nicolas Cage anti-drug PSA movie Mandy a hard pass.
You're a vicious snowflake.
Sundown,